Hi, my name is Brittany. I am a 6th year elementary school counselor, and this is a week in my life. Today is Monday, September 11th. I have been at school since about 7:25, 7:30. I'm actually teaching in about 8 minutes, so we'll keep this nice and short. Came into school, got everything settled, ate my breakfast real fast, went outside, hung out with the kiddos, and now I am just ready to go up and teach. I'm teaching a 3rd grade class. I'm doing my last Meet the School Counselor lesson today, which is nice. And then I am teaching a 5th grade class. We're going to be doing our mandatory anti-harassment lessons. The teacher's actually out today. I got an email over the weekend being like, hey, I'm having a sub. Can you come in and fill some time? And I was like, yeah, I can do 45 minutes. So we'll do a trial run with this class to see how this unit will go. What I want to do for the upper grades is teach the lesson that the district has us teaching, and then go back in later and do the escape room. So we'll see kind of how that goes. And then I'm teaching from 8:15 until 9 in 3rd grade. Then I'm teaching from 9 until 9:45 in 5th. And then I'm not teaching again until 12:15 when I go into 2nd grade. So I have a little bit of time. I printed off my Manner of the Week because I forgot to last week. Last week was just crazy. So that's good, ready to go. When I'm done teaching 5th grade, I'll go ahead and get that put up in the hallway. But yeah, I'll take you along and check back in with you later. Hi friends, it is now 1 o'clock. I just got done teaching my 2nd grade class. My 3rd grade class was phenomenal this morning. My special friend was in there the whole time. They were doing great. That was fantastic. The rest of the class did really, really well. They were engaged. It was a win. Right after that, I went over and I taught a 5th grade class. And full transparency, I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be. So that lesson definitely could have gone better, but on my part, not on the student's part. So what I did, let me show you, is I went in and we talked about the 5 different types of bullying: overt aggression, relational aggression, sexual aggression, cyberbullying, and then discrimination and harassment. And I had divided the kids up into 5 different groups, and I had given them all definitions to each. And as a group, they had to decide what term their definition matched. They did pretty well for the most part, and then that was it. Like, they were done. They did it way faster than I thought that they would. And so I had to find something to kill time. So I had them all start making posters about the different types of bullying and like providing specific examples. So some of them were like, for sexual aggression, you're not going to be forcing people to kiss you on the playground. And I was like, that is correct. That's a picture that they drew. They didn't quite finish, so I'm going to give them time later to finish that. But what I did was I learned I also created a PowerPoint just to kind of help guide me. So it's like, welcome, today we're talking about bullying. There are 5 different types. I'll just go over what they are, and then I'll be like, okay, you're doing an activity, you need to get in groups. Each group will get these just in a baggie so that they're mixed up. They'll have to sort them. We'll come back together, go over all the answers, and then I'll kind of tell them what we're going to be doing next week for the bullying escape room, and then we're just going to kind of have a discussion. Like, if you see one of these happening, what can you do? If you see something happening online, what should you do? That type of stuff. So hopefully that goes better. I just got done teaching a 2nd grade class. We did the anchor charts, and that was kind of really hard. I did it the same way that I did it with a 1st grade class, where they kind of broke into groups and talked about it. And it was a struggle. I was actually really surprised how hard it was for some of the kids to just focus. I do have this class right after lunch. They did really well when I read them our book. They were calm, they were engaged. I think I need to do something for a transition for this class, instead of just being like, okay, here's the book. Okay, now we're jumping right into the lesson. Maybe we just need to take a few minutes and like come back together. I did go over all of the rules and expectations beforehand, but I don't know, maybe I just need to tweak a few things for this class. This class that I just taught is probably the hardest one that I've had so far out of all of them. So now I'm going to heat up my lunch, eat lunch, because ya girl hungry. After I'm done eating, I'm going to cut these out, put them in bags, make sure everything else is prepped and ready to go, and we will go from there. So I will check in with you guys later. It is now about 3:35. I'm actually packing up to head home. I have my backpack here pretty much ready to go. We had a faculty meeting. I presented with the school social worker. It went pretty well. Really easy stuff. And then my principal and vice principal had a few things to go over with us. I scheduled more anti-harassment lessons. I just got off the phone with a teacher, and then I finally got my manner of the week put up. So that was good. I have my bucket ready for tomorrow morning, even though I'm not teaching until 10:15. I'm teaching one of the 4th grade classes their first anti-harassment lesson, so that'll be good. Found out that my meeting tomorrow after school has actually been postponed until the 21st, so that's awesome. All I'm going to do is change the date over here, and then I am going to head out. I did my cardio workout this morning. My health coach has me doing cardio twice a week. Yay. But I didn't do my weightlifting one, so I might go home and weightlift. My husband is actually picking up our daughter from daycare on his way home. So I have a little bit of time. We're doing leftovers for dinner, so I don't have to prep anything for that. So hopefully it'll be a nice relaxing evening. I would love to read a book in my chapter. I would love to read a chapter in my book. I am tired, but I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is now Tuesday, September 12th. It is about 7:35 in the morning. I've been here for about 10 minutes. Came in, got everything turned on, put my lunch away in my fridge, and I've just been checking some emails, but I am getting ready to head outside for morning duty. I had my protein breakfast smoothie on the way into work, and for whatever reason I'm always chilly after I have one of those, but it was really good. Tasted like fall, so can't go wrong. Today I have my mental health meeting with my school social worker. My school's social worker is based off of the middle school, and then she's at the middle school, and then she spends like a day or half a day at the different elementary feeder schools, and it was just really hard for her and I to connect. So we have bi-monthly meetings now, just over Zoom, and so that's been nice. So we have that today, and then I have my first of my 4th grade anti-harassment lessons. I just pulled up the PowerPoint that I made yesterday to kind of help pace me. And then this afternoon I have 1st grade, and we're going over the first anti-bullying unit in the 2nd step curriculum, and we're going to be reading Llama Llama and the Bully Goat, so that will be fun. The kids have all told me that they've really been enjoying reading books at the beginning of the units. And then I need to make sure that I have all of my bullying escape room answer keys in here. I'm just going to put them in page protectors and then put them in this folder, so I need to do that today as well. So that's where we're at. It's going to be good. I'm going to go head outside, and I will check in with you later. Okay, it is now about 12:25-ish. I just finished my lunch, and I was able to meet with some teachers. They came in, we talked about some students, we were problem solving. It was good. It was normal counseling stuff. I loved it. This morning I sent home some group counseling forms for some 3rd graders. I want to do an anxiety worry warriors group with them. So I just emailed the rest of the 3rd grade teachers, and I was like, hey, I have 2 to 3 more spots open. If you have any students that you think would benefit, let me know. I do always try to get a couple extra students referred. If some of them might not need it quite so much, but if I have one student whose parents don't sign the permission slip, then I can still have another student to fill in that gap. I taught my 4th grade lesson. They did phenomenal. Having them break into groups and then try to sort the definitions went really, really well. I'm glad we did that. I did run out of time right at the very end, but I think with 5th and 6th grade, they'll be able to sort the definitions a little bit faster, so I should still be able to do this first chunk in that 45-minute range. We'll see. I had a mental health PLC with me, my admin, and our school social worker. We talked about some students that we're concerned about, different things that I can do to support them here at the school every day, things that the social worker is kind of working on with them during their weekly sessions, just to keep each other in the loop. So that was really helpful. I am currently making a visual schedule for one of my kindergarten friends. I'm gonna laminate it, cut it all out, have that available to him. Thankfully, his schedule is the same Monday through Thursday, and then Fridays, because we have a short day, it's a little different, but his teacher already emailed it to me, her schedule for the whole week, so I have everything I need, which is nice. I am getting ready to go teach 1st grade. I have everything right here in my bucket. So we're ready to go. I just need to get my laptop for the online portion of the lesson, just the little video clips and stuff. And I think that's it. I'm pretty good for tomorrow morning. I just double checked my schedule. I'm good for that. Ready to go. And I think that's all that I've done so far today. It's been busy, but it's been good. I've loved getting back in the classrooms more frequently. It's one of my favorites. My absolute favorite, though, is to run small groups. So I'm really excited about getting this one up and going. And I'm getting more emails, so I will talk to you all later. Okay, it is now, let's see, 2:56. Bus duty went really well today. It was gorgeous outside. I actually took a picture of like the sky and put it on my Instagram because it was so pretty and it just felt so nice. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I have it linked at the end of the video. First grade went better than last week. We're slowly making progress. The classroom teacher and I have very different teaching styles, I guess, and whenever I'm in the classrooms, I typically try to follow the same kind of outline. I try to mimic the same teaching style, but this one was a struggle. Today, instead of having them sit at their desks, I had them sit on the carpet, and we did the majority of our lesson on the carpet, and that was really helpful. So I think I'm going to continue doing that next week and just kind of throughout the year see how that goes. They really liked the book Llama Llama and the Bully Goat. They were like, do we get a new book every week? And I was like, yeah, you do. So they loved that. I am working on cutting out more of the bullying escape room. The bullying escape room puzzles, because our attendance count in one of the classes has increased by 6 students. And so I was like, well, I should probably make another packet just for them. Thankfully, I had made all this stuff. Like, I had printed and laminated it. I just haven't cut it out. So I spent a little bit of time this afternoon cutting out some of the puzzles and just prepping the envelopes and stuff. So it shouldn't be too bad. I need to kind of tidy my office a little bit. I'm debating if I want to do that today though, or if I just want to go home and see my daughter. Last night was a rough night for her. She didn't nap during the day, even though they tried really, really hard. They tried for like an hour and a half to get her to go to sleep, but it was later than her normal nap time, and she was overstimulated. They went swimming. And for an 18-month-old, that's a lot. So she fell asleep at like 5:30 on the drive home yesterday. And then she slept until about 7. And so then she was up until at least 10:30. We had her in bed with us just watching shows just to kind of help her relax. I ended up falling asleep. My husband was like, okay, I just put her in her crib. And I was like, okay, that's great. But because of that, I did not work out this morning. So I'm also going to drink my pre-workout, go do my weights. I think that's it. So yeah, we're going to tidy up. My bucket is ready to teach tomorrow, which is always so helpful. If I leave work knowing that I'm ready to teach, if I can just grab that in my laptop and walk into a classroom to teach in the morning, that's the best, even though I'm not teaching until like 10:45. Just because I never know what the mornings hold. Some mornings I have time to sit down and plan and look at everything. And some days I am go, 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 go. And I'm like, oh, I'm teaching in 3 minutes. So it's nice to just leave everything out and prepared. But so I'm going to head out and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It is now Wednesday, September 13th. It is 8:47 in the morning. I have been at school since about 7:35. I went out, hung out with the kids for their morning recess before breakfast, helped get kids through the breakfast line, talked with a few parents, got some permission to counseling slips back, so that was really good. I got some clothing request forms back, so that was awesome. Checked in on a couple of my friends, met with my admin, so it's been a busy morning. I am just sitting down to go over my emails. I've had some teachers emailing me. Yesterday I sent out an email for small groups. I need to go over that at some point and just see who they've referred, get the permission to counseling slips ready, schedule a time to meet with the students from the different classroom teachers. I am teaching a 5th grade anti-harassment class later today, so that's fun, before I teach my normal 1st grade class. So yeah, it's been busy, but it's been good, and I will just kind of take you along with me as I can. I did start working on some of my puzzles for the 4th set for my bullying escape room. So I'm going to try to finish that up today. We'll see. I don't want to set too many goals because it's hard. When I set so many, not all of them end up happening. So I'm trying to be more realistic right now. But I will take you along with me throughout the day, and I will check in with you later. All right, this is my PowerPoint that I'm using for my anti-harassment lessons for 4th, 5th, and 6th, just to keep me on track. So it's welcome, what we're doing. We go over the 5 different types that I legally have to. And then I do the group activity. They match the definition, so they get in groups. They get these 5 types along with all the definitions, but they're all mixed up. They have to sort them. And then we go over them together as a class. And then we have, oh, there we go. And then we have this discussion. What types of bullying are you familiar with? Were there any new types you learned about? What types of bullying have you seen here at our school? And then this last one, just a couple of things. So we're going to talk about an app that we can use to help report bullying, about the activity we're doing next week. That activity, this is for the escape room, so I want to make sure that they're here. And then just a couple other things that will help them with the escape room. So that's the PowerPoint. I whipped it up in like 2 minutes. Not fancy, but it helps keep me on track. Hi, sorry, excuse the tired, disheveled look. It is 4:22. It has been a busy day, a good day, a productive day. My lesson in 5th grade went so well. They did amazing. Here, let me put you down. Okay, so 5th grade lesson, phenomenal. They did great. They actually did the sorting in about half the time as the 4th grade class, which is fine. We were able to have a really good discussion. I was able to show them everything on that last slide, which I wasn't able to with the previous 4th grade class. So that went really well. And then I scratched my lunch. I ordered Costa Vida because it's Wednesday and I really wanted a grilled chicken salad, and I left my grilled chicken at home and only brought the lettuce, and that was not going to cut it today. So we ordered out. I taught 1st grade. This class did really, really well. We got through the entire lesson, and that doesn't always happen. We were able to do the skill practice where they practiced identifying if it was bullying or if a situation was just a problem and not bullying, and then they had to defend their answer and tell me why and all of that. So that went really well. I did finish the bullying escape room packet, the last one. So that's set off, ready to go. My bucket is ready for tomorrow, which I'm grateful I did when I had a couple minutes, because I am too mentally exhausted to think about what I would even need right now. After school, I had a safety plan meeting with the student and their parents, and my admin was there, a translator was there, the teacher was there, the school social worker was there, and we were in the meeting for, oh gosh, like an hour and 20 minutes. But it was super productive. I do know that part of the reason it took so long was because we kept pausing for translation. But it's really good. We have some steps going for the student. We have some plans. We have step down. We have specific things to step down on the safety plan for. We have our next review date scheduled. We're just going to do it during parent-teacher conferences. So it was a really good meeting. It was just very long and I'm very tired. And I was going to go home and do some cardio, but now I'm not really sure. I'm debating going home and doing just my weightlifting workout, cardio, or just sitting on the couch and reading a book until my husband and daughter get home. My husband is picking up the baby from daycare because we would have usually been home for over an hour at this point, and my husband's off at 5. So he's just gonna do it because I have about a 20-minute drive to my house. So anyways, I think that's it for today. I will check in with you guys all later. Okay, good morning. It is now Thursday and it is 9:15. I did get to work a little bit later than normal today. I got here at about 7:45, which is contract hours, so it's fine. But it's been crazy ever since. My kindergarten friend needed help getting into class, and then I had to check in with admin. We had that meeting yesterday that went pretty late. I went in, filled the principal in with what we talked about. He shared an email that he got from a couple of concerned parents asking that I reach out to their kiddos today so I can get that done. I am teaching another 4th grade class in about 45 minutes. Thankfully that is ready to go. I think I talked about that yesterday, but I have the PowerPoint pulled up on my computer, so feeling more prepared. I need to make name tags for kindergarten's lessons tomorrow. I know about half of their names, which is okay, but I'm still gonna do name tags for all of them until I know like at least 95% of who is who. So I'm gonna get that done this morning before I teach, and then I need to run some attendance letters. I need to talk to someone at the district office about that, getting some help. I don't have access to do it in our system, and that's really weird. So I need to figure that out and then check in with a couple of kiddos. But I will see you all at some point. Okay, it is now 2:54. I am actually just getting ready to head out. I took like 8 minutes and I just kind of tidied up my office, specifically my back table. I had a friend in here who was doing a sound tray earlier, and it got a little messy. It happens. What I ended up doing with the student was their parents had reached out and requested that I talk to them about some things that have been going on. So we got out the sand tray. Here, I can show you. So this is kind of where the sand tray lives. It's just right up by my whiteboard and my markers and stuff. And the kids just kind of play with it. They noticed the gems first, and then as this one student was digging through it, they started to find all the different stars, and it was really good. I took some time, made sure I'm ready for tomorrow morning. Last Friday, it was crazy, go, 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 go again. So I'm glad I was ready Thursday night, even though I don't teach until 9:35. I'm still getting used to the schedule. It's still changing. But I'm really grateful I did that last week, so I made sure to do that again this week. I am about ready to go pick up my daughter. I haven't been able to pick her up all week from daycare, so I'm excited that I get a turn to go get her and to see her. I'm trying to think what else. My 4th grade lesson was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't awful. They did pretty well with the sort, but when we were waiting for other groups to finish, there was just a lot of talking, a lot of goofing around, not normal behavior that I would typically expect from this specific group of kiddos, so that was kind of weird. But we were able to bring it together. We got all the information that I was able to give them, all the information they needed so that they can be successful at the escape room next week. 2nd grade was hard. I tried mixing it up with this class, but the hub teacher had to take a student out, and so then I was trying to help out the other 4 kiddos and while still teaching the class, and there was a lot of writing involved in today's activity. I think for next year I might make this anchor chart, but put it on like paper and have the kids fill them out, and then we can all come together as a group and decide what we want to put on the big anchor chart, just because it's been really, really difficult for the younger grades. And then I taught 3rd grade. They did beautiful with their anchor chart. We had a really good discussion. They still loved the book Howard B. Wigglebottom. They probably did the best during the read aloud, so that was fun. So that went pretty well. All of the posters that I've done so far are still in the classrooms. We will continue to add to them throughout the year. I have one left. It's over here. We do that one on Monday. I will try to show you more stuff tomorrow. I'm going to laminate my schedule for my kindergarten friend and get that set up and ready to go for Monday. And then I met with the behavior specialist for a little bit today as well to get some ideas to support some other students. So I can take you with me as I do that. And yeah, but I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get my girl. So I will talk to you all later. Hey, happy Friday. It is actually 12:25. It has been so busy, so crazy. So I got here a little later today. Traffic coming from my mom's house was really, really bad, and like 2 different roads were shut down. So instead of getting here right around the time the bell rang, I got here like 20 minutes later. So that was fun. My first kindergarten class went really, really well. This group, I actually just had stay at their desks. They do better. We were able to read our book, Llama, Llama, and Bully Goat. They really enjoyed that. We did our 2nd step lesson. We practiced recognizing bullying, so it has to happen repeatedly and it has to be on purpose, and that's kind of where I'm leaving it this week for kindergarten. That class went pretty well. Then I went to the next class and we started off pretty strong. This class, the 2nd class, they have 3 students in there who have really big behaviors or really high needs, and the longer the lesson went on, the more they struggled. Their teacher was helping them, the para was helping them. 2 of them were just really, really hungry. I guess they didn't get enough to eat during breakfast. So I looked at the classroom teachers pair up. And I was like, ending early? And she just went, please. So we wrapped up early and we sent the kids to lunch early, and from what I've heard, it's much calmer in the classroom right now. I did try to give that class a couple more movement breaks throughout the lesson. It worked for the gen ed kids pretty well, but for those other 3, it was a no-go. So I'll need to remember that for next time. This morning when I got here, before everything kind of went poof, I printed out more 5-day and 10-day attendance letters. Those are ready to go. We send our attendance letters certified, so the parent has to sign for it just so that we can legally say yes, we delivered, or like we made sure that the parents got it. What I'm going to do now is I need to schedule another lesson for some of my kiddos, or I need to schedule a lesson for a 6th grade class in 2 weeks. I need to try and get these dang things laminated. We'll see. I might just reprint some of them and then just cut and glue for Monday. And then Monday, I'm only teaching 2 classes, and I teach one class at 8:15 and I teach the other class at 12:15. So I should have more time during the day to try to sneak in laminating some stuff, but I want them to start the morning off with their visual schedule. At least that's the plan for right now. It might change. Yeah, I went outside. I helped with some other behavior students. I'm friends with one of the hub teachers. Her daughters are actually the same age. Her daughter is just 18 days older, so we were pregnant at the same time. Anyways, tangent. I was helping her with a kiddo. He was really violently aggressive, and it was hard. So yeah, that's where we're at. I've done almost nothing on my to-do list, but that's okay. I will take you along with me kind of throughout the rest of the day and when I do my office cleanup, and we'll go from there. It is now 1:27. I just finished tidying up my office, doing my Friday cleaning, where I wipe everything down, make sure everything is sanitized. I just really like coming in Mondays and knowing it's all clean. My bucket for teaching is ready to go. The rest of the day was better. Wasn't super chaotic, which is nice. 2 of the 4 buses were pretty late today, but it's nice enough outside that the kids just played on the playground for a bit. So I am going to just pack up, get ready to go get my daughter from my mom's house, and then her and I are just going to go home and play. I got the schedules for my two kindergarten friends. I got them in the laminating pouches, but I haven't laminated yet. That's fine. I can do that on Monday. I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm really tired. It's been a good week, but a crazy week, as always, in the life of a counselor.
but it's been fun. I'm seeing some students make some really good growth. My 6th grader went up to class without me today, which was huge, so that was awesome.